Hey guys, for those who don't know, my name is Bizyze and I'm a Challenger League of Legends coach. I have over 2000 of hours on individual coaching and I have plenty of students that climb from bronze or silver all the way up to diamond. Remember that the content that you're watching right now is a personalized, high quality coaching session that you can only get from me. If you want to get better and climb League of Legends, feel free to add me on Discord and book your own private coaching session. What are you waiting for? The link is in the description. Lucian, Swain against Ashe Lulu. Well, this matchup it's not necessarily easy just because Lucian has few issues against long range champions. In fact, Lucian is a very dependent support AD carry. Like if you don't really have an engaged support or if you don't really have a support that synergizes well with you and you play against a high range team composition on bot lane, it's going to be difficult for you to do something because your range is not really too big, and if you're not able to use your dash aggressively, you can't really do too much damage. So in this matchup, obviously, you want to play around the E of the Swain. When he's going to use the E, then you obviously can follow up with your E, double auto, Q, double auto, and back off. It's really important for you to not trade too much. Just trade around your PTA and don't do any too aggressive trades. Again, the combo is E, auto, auto, Q, auto, auto, and back off, because only after this auto you're going to proc PTA. So you're basically going on them, proc PTA, back off. Going on them, proc PTA, back off. You never want to trade hardcore just because Ashe has little tempo and she's going to trade you. She's going to out trade you if you trade for longer period of time. For example, if you trade for longer than 5 seconds, then you're most likely going to lose the trade. So trade around your PTA, don't go for too crazy trades. And of course, best case scenario, the best solutions, they always start with auto attack. They basically go for auto attack, E, and then auto attack to proc the PTA, and they go from the combo. They go with the combo from there. So that's basically Lucian. You need to always sneak that auto attacks in between any abilities. That's what high elo players do. So let's see the runes right here. You go for PTA, Presence of Mind, Bloodline. Okay, that's very good. I personally prefer the Alacrity, but this is just a preference. I don't recommend you cut down in this situation because yes, they do have the Jax, but they don't really have a big over tank right here. So definitely the Coup de Grace is a little bit better, especially because Coup de Grace is better inside of the laning phase. And if you think about Lucian, Lucian should and have to win early. He needs to be hardcore winning. He needs to win, like he needs to get a lead on the lane, and he needs to snowball really hard. So it's crucial for you to get, again, in my opinion, I will get Alacrity and I will get Coup de Grace. You should never go absolute focus gathering storm on Lucian because you're not a scaling champion. If this game with Lucian, if you win really hard until 15 minutes, you have a big chance to win it after 15 minutes as well. But the gathering storm, well, this is going to help you in late game. You don't want to get to late game. Jax is going to smash you. Kali is going to smash you as well, let alone the fact that you're going to get outscaled. They have Ashe, and they do have Ashe on steroids because they also have the Lulu. So you do not want to go gathering. If this game goes late game, you lose. So you need to go biscuits and you need to go for boots. Again, if you really don't like that setup, then you can go for absolute focus. But objectively speaking, going for late game in this situation is really not good. Also, going for exhaust is okay here because you can dash in, proc the exhaust on the Ashe, and then she's basically pretty much dead if she's alone. So 1v1 wise with the exhaust, you can kill her very easy. So exhaust helps you pretty good in the laning phase and also helps you really hard in the later stages. Akali, Kiana, Jax. So that's definitely a good exhaust usage. Again, remember that when you're taking and you're picking up a summoner spell, it has to particularly mainly help you in the laning phase. So don't pick a summoner spell just because it helps you in late game, because you might not actually get there and you might actually waste it. But for this situation, it was good. I don't like that you actually go for discover. It's pretty bad. You should go for discover. If you see that your team goes right here, you should just stay here, because if they invade and they get free ward here, they basically get information for no reason where you can simply just cover here. So what I will do, if I see Lee Sin covers here or Swain covers here, I cover here. If I see Swain's covers here, then I will simply stay in the tribush. So that's basically the thought process. Right here you play against Ashe and Lulu, so going for the longsword is okay. So let's see what they're going to do. Interesting that I actually opted for this combo, longsword with the cut down. It's actually quite smart because obviously if you go for longsword and they opt for the blade, then they will have more HP than you, which means cut down is going to be procced more on the laning phase. So it's quite smart if you thought about that. Usually, again, challenger players use that as well. But again, I don't recommend that setup. I recommend the setup with Coup de Grace. coup de grace, biscuits, and then I would just, if you get biscuits, you shouldn't really get the longsword. Then if you go, again, if it was me, PTA, presence of mind, alacrity, coup de grace, biscuits, boots, blade, Doran's blade, that's the best setup. Best setup ever. You don't really need 3 potions if you have biscuits. Okay, good. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, you go for 5 hits. You go really fast on the bottom side. Interesting enough that I actually started with E. Again, like what I do recommend you to do, it's not bad. It's not bad because you're probably thinking, hey, I'm going to go for auto attack and then E and then auto attack on someone. True, true. And then right here, if I want to do this VOD review very in depth, remember that you have a short dash, the E. It can be used like right here. You can E very fast and you can do the combo auto, E, auto, or you can do the E, the big E. So you have a short E and you have a long E. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, please message me because I need to show you in the next session. So again, if you don't know that on Lucian, that's a crucial thing that I need to teach you. So you have a short dash and a long dash. If you're very good at using the short dash, then I recommend you to start E, but only start E when you're in the laney phase and you know that you have a chance to use it aggressively. Like here, you shouldn't start anything. You should just go. You should just only use a spell or level up a spell if you see that the situation allows you to use that spell. So, for example, a challenger players, they don't level up anything, and if Lucian goes here and he has an angle for the Q, for example, to hit it on, let's say, both of them, then he immediately levels up the Q and instantly use that on them. So they never. Challenger players, they never, put the Q in the base and then when they go in the laning phase, no, that's not good. So just go in lane, don't level up anything, and if the situation allows you to use your E, for example, aggressively, then level up your E and instantly go in. But don't level up your E like here and then go in the lane phase. Okay. Okay. Fine. Okay, was that the short dash? Let's see. Let's see. Okay, well, right here, as you can see, you didn't really need the E, so you forced it very, very hard. So first of all, you should avoid for as much as possible. This is actually a big mistake. Avoid for as much as possible to use your abilities only on the wave. Like right now, you actually use E to get 2 minions that are useless. And in addition to that, you're just wasting completely your cooldown on the E, so that's not good at all. In addition to that, if you see those minions, they wouldn't really die anyways. Like right now, you see this? Like if you just wait like 1 more second and then last hit this one and then last hit this one, you're not going to miss any minions. And even if you miss 1 minion, it's fine. But right now, just 20 seconds, it's actually just, like, remember, you can play Ezreal and start with E and then just use E on the minion. That's how bad it is. Like, it's literally the same thing. You're basically using a 20 seconds cooldown just to get like 20 gold. So avoid for as much as possible to do. You see this? Like right now, you can't really follow up because you don't really have any abilities. It's better to just lose that minion and then have the combo to outtrade the Lulu. Super, super, super important. Okay, fine positioning here. Fine positioning here. So let's actually write everything down because I want to do this really in-depth VOD review for you. So it's going to be avoid for as much as possible to use abilities on the wave. So just lose the minions, it's fine, but don't do the int play and just use E to get like some useless gold. Super, super, super important. Okay, perfect. Perfect, okay. Fine positioning, staying behind the Swain. You'll allow the wave to come into you. Okay, I want to see this combo and I want to see how you play this. So the wave is coming into you, you're chill. Right now, we know that the enemy jungle is most likely pathing towards bot lane because they didn't really leash. So let's see how you play this one. So the Swain is actually catching the Ashe with his E. Let's see what you're going to do here. You auto attack and then you E on the really good position. I like that you're actually using your E this way, so the Lulu doesn't really go on you too easy. So right here, you actually played it good. I like how you played it. You could have played it cleaner and you missed a few auto attacks, but overall, fundamentally, it was good. So let's see what you could have done better. So right here, I like this. You're running this way. I don't like that you're running this way and you're not running, this way, like this way. So you can also, make sure Lulu doesn't hit you because you see that the way you're running like this, you're running into her. Like here, just run here, hit Ashe from here, and then E here. If you E here, you hit Ashe, and this guy with Lulu has no chance to hit you. So you could have played a little bit cleaner here. The problem here is that you hesitated. Like, as you can see right now, you're trying to auto attack, and you see that? You missed the click. If you don't miss that click, that this guy is dead, and then you can just flash away while using the potion. So the potion was pretty late as well, but the problem with this play was that you didn't really didn't really work. You weren't really confident enough and you missed a few clicks. But overall, let's see your build. So let me actually think here. So how much gold do you have? So you have 650 gold. Do you get the non-quiver 950? No, you don't get the non-quiver. So you should just get a long sword and the boots. That's fine. I don't like that you're not really using your E as you're going to the laning phase to get faster to the lane and obviously get more minions. So next time use your E to get faster to the lane. Very important. Okay, right now you're chilling, letting the wave to... This wave is actually going to come into them. Let's see what they're going to do with it. Okay, I want to see this combo. I don't like that you go for double at level 3. That's basically a super int play. So if you have a Trash or if you have a Blitzcrank or something that allows you to all in very hard, so then when you use your W, you get the movement speed, you get the extra auto attacks, that's good. W level 3 is good. But in the majority of the cases, Q, 2 points in Q is better, just because not only that you can use your Q to poke them, but also if the Swain is going to go for an aggressive pull, then you're able to actually use your Q aggressively anyways and chunk them down anyways, right? So in this situation, what you should have done is that you should put 2 points in Q, just because the Swain doesn't really have a big hook or a big trigger that can allow you to fight for a long period of time, which means, of course, you're going to need your W to get more damage DPS wise. But right now, you still trade short trades, so going for Q is better, 2 points in Q. For example, in this play, if you have your Q, it's better. The combo is beautiful. Again, if you have your Q, this guy is this HP, and it's so much better. You can actually just flash on her. You can kill her. Again, mistake, but that's why we're here. It's okay. You could have probably get like 2 more kills in this laning phase if you played like very, very clean. The kill on the Ashe here, the misclicks right here on the Lulu, it was free kill. But again, that's why we're here. We're here to learn, so it's okay. Good, good. Okay, I like this combo. I want to see this again. So this is good. Beautiful combo, beautiful angle, beautiful Q as well. Then you just back off immediately. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. You get a little bit of agency in this laning phase, and then you're going to go for recall immediately. So let's see if the recall is good. So how much gold do we have right now? So first of all, the wave is pretty bad. Like it didn't crush, but if they actually, the worst thing that can happen is them freezing. But if we think about this, twice, like they can't freeze, because if they freeze here, okay, you're going to lose some minions. But what happens when you go in the base and you come in the laning phase? You come in the laning phase with full HP. Full HP, full mana. Yes, you're going to miss some minions because they are freezing right now. But then if they are freezing and they stay here with this HP and this mana, I mean, you're going to come in the lane and kill them. So okay, you're going to miss like 6 minions, 5-6 minions right now. But then if you come in the laning phase and they don't recall, which they are not going to do if they are going to freeze, then that's so bad for them. So if they are smart players, they're going to push. So then this wave is actually not bad. So again, you can say, hey, I didn't crash the wave. True, you didn't crash the wave, but since they are low HP, that doesn't really matter. So the wave state is actually good, just because they can't really punish you. So here you just go for the non-quiver, you go on the bot lane, and of course they are bad player. Oh shit, okay. Of course they are bad players and they don't really know how to manage the waves, and they haven't pushed. Right now you go on the laning phase, and every time when Doublelift, when Teddy, when Uzi, when Gumayushi, when the best players in the world, when they are playing AD carry and they are going in the lane phase, first of all, they use E. Second of all, they always look at the wave. Like your camera right now should be on the wave, assessing it. Hey, is it good? Is it bad? Am I losing? Am I winning? Am I getting the wave? Is the wave good? Is the wave bad? Is it coming into me? Should always think about those things. This is a huge mistake. What is the mistake? Well, very simple. So we can see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so there are more minions on our side, but as you can see, the cannon HP is higher. The enemy cannon has more HP, which means the wave is coming into us. If the wave is coming into us, it's so good. Your jungle is here. He can gank you. Your mid laner, if he wants, not only he can TP, but he can also like help you. Enemy top laner can potentially do something if he has TP up. Like this wave state is so good for you. Pushing, the wave is coming into you. Always prefer to have the wave to come into you. The wave is coming into you, and the wave is eventually going to stay close to your tower. So what is really the mistake? The mistake is that you're not pinging the Swain. Look at this guy. What are you doing, bro? Don't hit my wave. What is this? Why is he hitting the wave? You're not pinging. That's the mistake. You're not pinging him. Danger, then, bro, what? You're inting. Like, he's inting your lane. If I'm Challenger, I'm Alt F4 right now. I don't play this one. Because But again, like you should ping first, because then of course he doesn't really know because he's not really high elo, right? Like right now, your eyes should be on the wave, and you should be like, hey, the wave is coming to me. That's so good. Why is this guy hitting? And then I'm going to ping like one time, and then that's all. Yeah, I'm pinging one time, and then I'm telling him, please don't push. And if he still pushes, then it's fine. That means he's a bad player, and I need to adapt. But I need to try to ping him. Like you see this big mistake right now. This is just horrible. This is just horrible. Like you just give Ash free farm. You see? Like instead of letting the wave to push into you, you didn't really, you basically got from the worst state, from the best state for you, from the best wave state for you, you basically got the worst state for you. So not good at all right here. Not good at all. Alrighty, so let's see what it is here. So you stay in the laney phase, you go in the laney phase, and right now the wave is coming into you. You're just safe right now. I like your build. Your itemization was overall okay. I do recommend you on those, if you play those short range AD carries like Tristana, Lucian, Sivir. Refillable potion is very OP on them, in my opinion. Especially because you're going to get poked down, and then if you do get poked down in this lane phase against Lulu and then against Ashe, then obviously you're not going to be able to approach the all-in. So what I do recommend it to you, every time when you have the money to get the refillable potion, always get it. Super, super, super good. Okay, so let's focus on what I have to do right now. Wave is coming into you, playing safe. I really like how you play him mechanically, by the way. I wanna cheer you up for that. I like your positioning and I like your spacing. So even though the wave management was really bad, the communication was really bad, you have some things that are really proving me that you are a good player, and I like it. That's what I like about you. I like this. This is good. This is good. This is good. Good Q. Like, look at this combo, for example. Very clean. You got the cannon at max range. And then you're using the W. You see that you can't really go for the Ash, you go for the Lulu. The E was perfect. I really like you. So, really good. Really good, Tim. I like this. I like this. Not bad. Not bad. The flash was fine. You backed off. Okay, it was 1-for-1, so it was a decent trade. Right now, I don't like that after you actually go for this trade, which is okay. The trade is fine. The trade is fine. Use the exhaust correctly. You actually just flash out. Like here, just run. Just run. You can't stay. So even if you stay in this laney phase and Lulu sits here and you want to stay here to push the wave, there is no way you're going to push the wave. You don't really have jungle in the close proximity. You don't really have the Lee Sin nearby. So there is literally zero chances for you to push this wave. So in this case, I don't like that you're actually walking up. See this? This Lulu is very bad. Like if she had Q, she can use the E on this minion and then Q on you. She doesn't even need to flash. She's so bad because she's probably diamond or platinum. But again, right here, just run. Just run. You see this? Like I don't know if you thought that you were dead anyways. Maybe you're like, hey, I'm dead anyways. I need to, get some minions. If that was the thought process, again, okay. But again, in those kind of situations, you should just back off. Okay, right here you actually had 700 gold. Right now we have 800, but you have 700 gold. So when you have 750 gold, when you have 730 gold, it's okay to get a dagger. It's okay to get a dagger because you're going to get your berserkers. And if you don't want to get berserkers because you're behind, plated boots are also okay here. By the way, against Ashe, Kiana, Jax, plated boots are poggers. You can also opt for a cloth armor, but right now having 800 gold in inventory, really not good. Really not good. Okay, beautiful wave management. So I like this a lot. So you're like, hey, the wave is bad. I'm going to just push it. Again, you're not pinging, but I'm going to teach you very easy that in one session, how to ping effectively so your bad support can follow. Very good play right here. Good mechanics. Good wave is coming into you. So in terms of wave management, okay, so let me actually write down some things. So good things. I like your wave management. I like your mechanics. I like your spacing. And bad things. I don't like your communication, not pinging at all. I don't like, so 1 second, what was it? So it was basically map awareness. So map awareness, your awareness of like watching the waves and seeing like what kind of wave state you have. But super important thing. Ability usage. You're using way too many abilities on the wave. So ability usage, definitely something that you really need to focus. Okay, so let's see this one. So you're going on the Ashe. You're like, hey, I want to go on the Ashe. You go for the good combo right here. This is fine. Right now, I actually try to R. So what I don't like about this play. So first of all, what I like about this play is that you have a tendency to play aggressive, which is amazing. Like here, Lulu is fighting Lee Sin, so you're just going in. You use your Q, you use your dash, you use your W. That's good. But right now, after you use all of the combo, you can't really ulti like this because first of all, you need a few seconds to actually hit the ulti on. And then Lulu is nearby, so Lulu has range for the ulti, so you're never going to be able to get the full ultimate usage on Ashe and do damage. In addition to that, there are so many minions right here, so you can't ulti. So here, what I should have done, so it was amazing that you dashed in and you combo and you tried to chunk her. But the bad thing was that you overextended for the trade. So here, you should just back off. Like after the EW, like after the E auto Q auto, you should back off instantly. Because here you overextended too much, and that's the reason why you died. And then I'll be honest with you right now, the game is pretty hard right now. The game is pretty hard. And I really don't like that you go longsword. Super, super bad. Maybe you're thinking about the shield bow, which is the worst item that you can ever get on Lucian because you don't really need any defensiveness since you have your dash. And in addition of that, if you go shield bow, you completely waste your damage. Like you're never going to have damage anymore, especially from behind. So here, avoid getting the extra item. So you're doing the same thing as on Jean when you're trying to buy, you didn't buy the first item and you're trying to build for the second item with rapid fire cannon or with, don't do that. Like it's so bad. It's so bad, you're delaying your power spike by a lot. Like if you bought non-quiver pickaxe, just go straight up for the first item. And of course, if you have the tier 2 boots, you can buy them, but never build for the second big item, for the legendary item. Super, super bad here, itemization. So definitely I need to write that down. Itemization. I need to teach you that as well. I think it's with Z, right? Or like this, I don't know. Okay, good. Okay, try to recall. From this point is very hard, and I don't like that you're not really buying refillable potion. That's definitely a bad thing. Definitely a bad thing. And right now it's going to be pretty difficult. Okay, I want to see display. From this point is actually pretty difficult. You didn't really play the early stages pretty good. Right now you actually got a kill here. I want to see how you do here. So this is fine. It was good positioning. You also killed the Akali, but right now after you killed her, I will tell you if you are, let's say, a diamond player or just a platinum player. So at the moment, if it's a diamond player is like, hey, I get a little bit of an advantage. I need and I want a bigger advantage. Ashe is dead, Lulu is dead, Akali is dead, Jax is dead. I want to push on more. I kill them. Like right now, you're too scared. You see that you're too scared to actually push another one. Everyone is dead. No one is going to really kill you here. You should just push here. Like next time, try to look at the members that are dead and push one more. Like you should always push one more before recalling if you can do that. Big mistake because you get a little lead and a little lead. So the way reckless, the way pro players exploit those kind of mistakes of the enemy team is that if they get 2 kills, they get the wave, they get the Grom, they get the cracks, they get everything. Like a little mistake like that because they inted, the Akali inted, there are Ashe inted, like everyone inted. But it doesn't matter if they inted and you don't know how to punish. Like next time, you got a little bit of an advantage, push it, get the wave, get the crack, get everything that you can get after getting some kills. Because it's a little advantage, and you can basically make from a little advantage to a big one if you know what to do with the macro. So definitely a mistake right there. The game is a difficult stage right now, but you can win if you're good. You can win, and you have good mechanics. So definitely. I don't like that you are getting, maybe you're tilted at the moment because you're getting a little bit impatient, as I can see right now. Again, I appreciate that you're aggressive, but here you're actually definitely too aggressive. The flash is good. Try to go on the first target. Okay, you missed a few clicks. Yeah, so if you don't miss a few clicks, I'm going to show you that as well because maybe you didn't really see. But right here, you actually missed the clicks. Not here, not here. This is good. This is good like here. Boom, you see that? Like you had double auto attack and you just go for Q. If you do that correctly, then you're just going to be fine. So definitely in terms of mechanics, you could have played better. Could have played a lot better. Okay, I hope you're not going to go for Collector because it's super bad. Okay, so let's talk about this. So right now, on Lucian, you shouldn't really go for the Dirk. You should just go for the best build. The best build on Lucian is this one. The build that I do recommend you to actually get in every situation. I know some people go for Collector, but it's actually not good. On Gale Force is fine only in a few situations when you really need it. Yeah, Light. This is a Chinese player. This is the build. You go for the Kraken Slayer and then you go for the Essence Weaver. This is the best build, and then you go for this one, Gala. best AD carry in the world, or one of the best. Exactly this build. You see exactly what I recommended to you. Exactly what I recommended with Biscuit. You can also go Cosmic inside, but it's super good to go Star Blade. You can go for the Kraken Slayer here, and then the boosts that I recommended to you, they are good here if you're playing against a lot of AD. And then Essence River, Infinity Edge, never useless item as Collector. Collector is good if you're like 10-0, if you're like super ahead, but I don't recommend it to you. Like the fact that you can get Essence River into Infinity Edge is so much better. Also here, you're very weak. You don't have 2 items, so you can't really fight. So here, what should you do? So we have going for the Drake, we have pushing mid, or we have getting camps. First of all, let's actually make sure this is clear. You shouldn't fight because you're weak right now. You're very weak. You're 1 item Lucian, so you're not going to do anything. So you need to farm. So going for Drake is just a really bad decision. So you should go for mid wave, and after you go for mid wave, you should go for the Raptors, and after you go for the Raptors, the wave bot is going to come into you, and then you go and collect that. So that's basically what you should do right now. Again, you have a tendency to follow your team. They do Drake. You don't care about this useless fight. You don't care about it. You're weak. You're level 8. Compare yourself with the Kiana, for example. If Kiana was smart, she was here. Compare yourself with the Kiana. You're level 8. She's level 11. Compare yourself with Akali. She's 1-2. She's useless theoretically. But you want to fight. You want to help them. You can't help it. If you go here and die, you lost the game. You should just let them be. Just farm, go mid, collect the wave. After you collect the wave, go get Raptors, collect that wave as well. What wave is coming into you? Get that wave as well. Like, you see this tendency? Really bad. I really want to do a live coaching with you. I really want to do that. I'm going to fix so many mistakes from your gameplay with the live coaching. So your macro, okay, so you go for the Fang. Yeah, so it makes sense because you're probably thinking about Lulu, but it's really bad. And of course, Eclipse and more items, but it's really bad. You're delaying your power spike. Lethality is so useless on Lucian. You're not going to do damage at all. Like, for example, here, if you had the correct build, she's 100% dead. Because you played it okay, the exhaust was good, so you have good mechanics. But this build, like, you should never build Serpent's Fang on Lucian. Yes, it makes sense against shield, but it's delaying your power spike for so long. You get 55 AD, which is okay. Lethality is completely useless on Lucian. And then the shield reduction, well, it doesn't matter because you're going to hit Akali in the teamfights, you're going to hit Kiana in the teamfights, and Jax. Akali doesn't have shields. Jax doesn't have shields. And the shield that this guy have Eclipse, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you have Fang against the shield of the Eclipse. So you're buying the Fang for Lulu, but Lulu is going to use the shield on Ashe, and you're not focusing Ashe in the teamfight. So does it make sense to buy Fang? Not really, right? So you shouldn't really ever buy this item on this champ. Again, the exhaust was just amazing. The mechanical execution was fine. You forgot about the potion, but overall it was fine. But again, the itemization and everything, like, it's pretty bad. Your macro is still not consistent enough. Your macro is still not around farming. But if I would have to give you, like a big mistake, I would say that everything was like 90% of this game was lost because of the early game. Super important. Because right now you do have a chance. I'm wondering if you're going to win this game, but definitely if you win this game, you get carried. You still had like a Platinum 1 performance in terms of your macro. Platinum 2 performance. Yes, your mechanics were good. It was like Diamond 4, so you're not a bad player. You're there, but I don't want to evaluate you as a Diamond 4 player. Diamond 4 is so bad, man. Like, I don't want to, like, if I see you play like a Diamond 4, I'm disappointed. Like, I don't want that. You want more. You can do more. So definitely, big things to take from this one. Wave management is bad. Communication is bad. Macro is really bad. You should play a lot more around farming. If you don't have your items, you shouldn't really go for Drake. You shouldn't really fight with your team. You should get camps. You should get farm. You should take resources so you can get 2 items. That's the biggest thing. We need to improve your itemization, so always build towards the Kraken Slayer and don't delay your power spike with useless longsword. In addition to that, never buy Fang. So itemization is definitely a bad thing. In terms of the wave management map awareness, I do recommend you to always, when you're walking to the wave, always when you're walking up to the wave in the laney phase, always take a look at the bot wave and see how it is. And if your support wants to screw this up, then try to ping him 1 time and try to type him, please don't push. But again, if you see that he's still stupid or he doesn't listen, then again, no problem, because that can happen even in high elo. But try to ping, try to have something to say in bot lane, because you are the AD carry and you have to control the wave. You really have to control the wave. So those are the biggest mistakes.